Let's do this. Let me actually go to my. Let me just also. I'm doing this just for the sake of the but let me just make a little thumbnail image for the YouTube video later. Now I've got to think in terms of YouTube. All right. So it's Shadow of the Beast, one of my favorite Amiga games. I love it. I love the music in this game. I love the gameplay, actually, genuinely. It's rough. It's rough, sort of primitive gameplay, but yet it's also fun. Very memorization heavy, but that's okay. It feels good to play. It's a cool game to explore. Like it's sort of exploratory, but it's fairly simple layouts, so it's not. The only thing that makes it difficult is that it's so easy to die, especially the castle. But if you go into the game like knowing what to do, well, it's still hard. It takes a lot of practice. It's a very difficult game. But I finished it before. Hachi Love and Zankardis, what's up? It's the end of Amiga April. It's the last day. We're going to end it with doing a couple attempts of Shadow of the Beast 1. I've been re-practicing a little bit, but I'm probably still also a bit rusty, so I doubt I'm going to be able to finish it right now, because it is a hard game. But that's okay. If I don't, we're going to come back next month as part of Replay May, and we're going to play it some more. Because it's been too long since I finished this game. As I was looking at my video from my original Amiga special I did, which I called Amiga Week, is like, I think that like Skittles was like the only person present in the chat when I beat the game, so like nobody actually saw me beat it except for Skittles. I don't know if Skittles remembers that. Hazemaker knows what's up. Zankardis, all right, enjoy your lurking. Hashi Love, hope you're doing good. Amiga is awesome, I agree. Oh, Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. Oh, nice. Is it? Oh, that one? The blonde lady. Of course, Bardic Broadcast has got some good emotes as well. Skittles, I don't even know what I was saying. I don't know what I said, Skittles. What did I say? Did I say something good? Skittles, do you remember when I beat this game on stream? Imagine if I beat it again, Skittles. Oh. Skittles, okay. I swear I didn't even realize, Skittles. That was innocent. I had no idea I said that in that way that could be interpreted in that way. I was just talking, Skittles. It was true. You were the only one who saw me beat this game. Ah, see, if I say beat this game, then you can't quote it like that. I'm too innocent. I didn't think about that. I just simply spoke words without thinking about the repercussions. And Skittles has to respect that. Red Mages was probably never around for my original Amiga Week stream. So you never saw me beat Shadow of the Beast. That's why I must beat it again. People must see me beat this game again. It has to happen. Let's see how far we can get. I'm gonna do a couple attempts now. Let's see. I think that I should be able to at least get to the castle. After that, I don't know. Which is like, that's sort of like 2/3 through the game. I think I could at least get to the castle. That's what I want to believe. Have any of you guys ever tried Shadow of the Beast? As the mist clears, the eerie image of a forest forms in front of you. Let me get the proper mood lighting. Hold on a second. All right, that's better. To the east, a vast plain extends toward the horizon. Westward, however, in the thick of the forest, 1,000 pairs of eyes pierce the mist. glaring despondently back at you. Whoa. Whoa. Shadow of the Beast. Oh, the music. Yes, I can't wait to punch. I'm going to punch so many abstract things. Let me put on my Hood of Darkness. Do, 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 do. Get out of here, Boulder. You're just a boulder. You don't know anything. Ouch, boulders hurt me. Ouch, bats. Ouch. Just keep taking damage. It's fine. I jumped the trap at least. Alright, off to a good start. It doesn't really matter. The first full heal potion is pretty easy to reach. You can afford to be careless there. My original streams of this game, I think it took somewhere around 12 hours of grinding this game before I was able to beat it. Oh, I forgot that happens. Alright, it's fine. It's still fine. Got a little bee there. That orange bee only spawn... There's a lot of parts where the enemies are unique. Like, it's constantly different enemies in the game. Sometimes they're... Like, these bug enemies only spawn here a little bit. And I think they don't spawn anywhere else in the game. Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage. But it should still be okay. Red Mages, I finished all 3 on stream. I finished all 3. I came back later and I played through 2 and 3. That was only a couple years ago. Maybe it was just before you came around. So we... Alright, so, we're cutting a little bit close on health. Oh, yeah, I played 3. Hashi Love, was that... I played 2 as well. I finished 2 right before playing 3. You were there for that. Did you see me finish 2? 2 is the hardest of these. Like, 2 is unbelievable. But I kind of would like to go back and, like, play that game again as well. Just for fun. Well, you don't really play as a cowboy. You just have, like, a hat. Oh, shit, I don't want to go this way. Wait, where's the ladder that goes down? To the right? Here? Oh, yeah. First thing we had to do is get the key. Alright, this is it. I shouldn't take 5 damage here. Should be pretty unlikely. The health is, like, just ahead. Alright, we're fine. That was pretty sloppy. So all this first part of the game, I played that about as sloppy as you can imagine. If I fall down here, it would be bad, though. No, okay, we're okay. We got the key. So it's all fine because right here is a full health. And you're going to want to try to avoid damage here if I can. Oh, yeah, that guy that comes out of the thing there. Okay. Well, that's fine. Yeah, you play as the same dude in all 3 games, but you, like, become a little bit more human in every game. The second game, you look a little bit more human, and the third game, you're, like, you're still a little bit beast-like, but you're wearing clothes, including a hat. I guess you look kind of cowboy-ish. I don't know, Red Mages. I did. I played all 3. I finished all 3. Shadow of the Beast 2, I believe, took over 20 hours of grinding, if I recall correctly. It was definitely the hardest of the 3 games. Shadow of the Beast 2 also has some of the most obtuse puzzles as well. In addition to being the hardest from, like, an action standpoint, it's the hardest game. Even if you know exactly what to do, it's the hardest. But then on top of that, if you don't know what to do, there's some puzzles that you're not going to figure out. Exactly, Twisted Man 10. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool vibe of this series. Alright, so here's the first boss. We now have, like, a fireball wave. This fireball wave wears off after some time. You really need it, though, to beat this boss. I'm not sure if it's possible to beat this boss without it. It could be. Because you have a limited time to beat this boss. By the way, if you touch the boss, it's a one-hit kill, regardless of your health situation. As long as you're aggressive with the fireball. If you were to, so that's why the order here is important. You need to get the key first. If you get the fireball and then go for the key before going for the boss, I believe the fireball will usually wear off. Alright, so there's no full health refill for a while. So right here, it would be better not to take too much damage. Although there's a partial health refill on top of this ladder. But I think it only gives you 4. So we're probably not going to be full health for this next part. Oh, Twistamente. Is that the case? Nice. That was, I was one of the later eras of Amiga streaming. It was like, that was a time where I was going back to Amiga. I just really had to play certain specific games. And I think right after that I played the X68000 games for the first time. I've yet to go back and play more X68000. We got to do that soon too. Alright, that gives you 4 health. So now I'm back to full. But I don't, if I had more health here, I could have left that and collected it on the way back as a... But now any damage I take here is going to be sort of a problem later on. I think it's maybe quite a ways until the next full health. I don't know, my brain's a little bit fuzzy on where the next one is. But it'd be best to be cautious here. Yeah, it sure is Hoshi Love, especially as this game, like, really, like, inspired a whole genre of, like, Amiga-specific, atmospheric, platforming adventure, like, action-adventure games like this, where you just, like, play like a dude on a lonely journey through, like, some sort of atmospheric wasteland. Sort of like a lonely, atmospheric adventure sort of feel. Like, it's not only just the fact that you, like, play a dude. And a lot of these games, like, you have 1 life. You have 1 health bar, 1 life, I guess, as well. That's sort of like a thing with them. But it's like part of the genre is just like the vibe, the atmospheric vibe of them. There's the snail enemy. One of many totally unique enemy encounters. But of course, you know, it's easy to have many unique enemy encounters when there's no animation frames. Just like with the game Amiga Agony. There's like a huge amount of enemy variety, but it's accomplished by just having like... A lot of the enemies are just like little graphics that they just threw in. Oh man, this part. Really easy to take damage in this part. Let's try to take it slow. Like this part here. Really easy to take damage here. If I go there, I would take a hit for sure. Is it just best to wait for a while? I don't really remember exactly what the timing is here. But I feel like you shouldn't have to wait this long. Ah, well, you know what? I knew that was going to work, but... Oh, okay, now let's see. How do I avoid damage here? This shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, right there. But there's like a blue guy. Are there blue guys here? Let me inch forward a bit. Oh, dude, those guys just come out of nowhere. Damn them. That's okay. Well, only taking 2 damage going through here is not too bad. Oh, blue guys are just spawning there now. Okay, whatever. That's not too bad. Alright, now we have the Psygnosis Owls. You see, you can just... Oh, damn it. I took a damage there that I did not need to take. But I think we're doing good, though, on health. I think we're doing good. You can just have all kinds of crazy enemies when you just like stick in your logo as like one of the enemies. This guy's also unique. Slug. Random slug. I don't think you can kill him because your ducking punch isn't low enough to hit him. To jump him. Alright, like here's gonna be like skulls, right? Is this the skulls? Yeah, get it. Oh, I took a damage from that guy. We might be getting close to a full health. So I think I'm actually doing pretty good on health. But let's try not to get too sloppy. Okay. Is it coming up? I think we're doing good. Most Amiga games graphics look ugly to you? Is that the case, Gizmo? Really? I think the graphics in this game are very attractive. I find the graphics very appealing in this game. Just something about the overall look, vibe, like atmosphere of this game, like it's so cool. I don't know. I really like the way this game looks. Of course, the music is amazing. These enemies are kind of unique. So you have like one slinky up there. You have a second slinky that bounces. So they're technically like unique slinkies. Now, starting from here is a spot where... It's a spot where I really didn't want to take those 2 damage. One would have been fine. This is a spot where, like, every health matters. Because I believe up until and then, including the boss fight and afterwards, there's no health for a little while. So, we need to start playing very careful here. I mean, the backgrounds look cool. Well, look, the enemy sprites are very plain and simple and sometimes not animated at all. But the trade-off for that is there's a ton of enemy variety. I don't know, like it gives the game sort of a unique aesthetic that is simultaneously kind of ghetto, but it's ghetto in a charming kind of way. But like it's also enthusiastic and like very detailed at the same time, you know? So like, yeah, I can see why you might think that the game looks a bit cheesy with some things, like the sort of like the lack of animations on some of the enemy sprites. But I think that like the art of the game is just great. And like the game's aesthetic with like the sort of like the cool kind of heavy metal cover that it's kind of going for with its aesthetics is awesome. Is there beauty in Eye of the Beholder? There is. It's a good dungeon crawler. So I'm gonna say yes. I don't know. I love a lot of things about this game. And I never played this game growing up. I never had an Amiga. I never played this growing up. I only ever first played this game like 5 years ago, maybe. Something like... I guess it would have been in... I haven't got to... Gotta be a little bit careful here. I haven't got to Amiga Week, the first Amiga stream yet, in my YouTube video uploads. I haven't got there yet. But I think it would have been around 2019, I want to say. Or 2020 would have been the first time I played this game. So, you can't even call it nostalgia, you know? It's just... For some reason, I'm fortunately able to appreciate the awesomeness of this game. All right, you want to inch forward here. I want to try to avoid taking damage. You have to tank this guy. I mean, you don't have to tank this guy, but it's best if you do. And then just like mash really fast. Trying to fight this guy straight up is not worth the trouble. You're going to end up taking damage no matter what. So it's best to just do that. I didn't do it quite right. I was a little bit too close to him, so I was taking damage too fast. And I only have 5 health. That's not great. I didn't do great on that. I would really want to be in at least 6 here to have like extra leeway. I would want to be in... But that's the whole first part of the game, the cave. Now we have the plains, then we have the castle, then we have the shmup part, the like guts jetpack part, and then the final stretch until the final boss. But these planes coming up right now are pretty hard. I practiced them a little bit. I think I de-rusted a little bit. I don't know. Maybe we can at least get to the castle, I think. By the way, from the beginning of the game, you can choose to go right from the beginning, and you can do this part, but the castle will be locked. But, you know, it's good if you want to, like, practice this part, you know? This game is, like, on every system known to man. It's, like, on every computer system. It's on every console. I want to play some of the ports. I particularly want to try the TurboGrafx version, because it has sort of its own unique version of the soundtrack that seems really good. So, yeah, I want to try some of the... And the Lynx version is apparently fairly unique. Oh, I messed that guy up. So I'm only going to get 10... I'm only going to get back up to 10 health here instead of the full 12. That's not ideal. Now we got to play a little bit more careful. Pretty difficult to, like, fully avoid damage. Like, these parts here where this little spear sticks up from the ground. It's going to be down to luck whether that hits you or not, because it's random. See? And then here as well with the spear. Oh, I could have... Wait, I messed up. Oh, it hit me twice. So, not the best luck on that spear. 7 health is still enough, though. Should be doable with some caution. I mean, we gotta break this statue. Little dude pops out. I should say big dude. Kill him. And that's another unique enemy. Alright, we got ants, killer ants. There's gonna be some giant spikes coming out of the ground. If we go slowly, it's not that hard to avoid these things. Uh-oh! Oh, I knew I was in the wrong spot there. Oh, dude, the boulder. Oh, the bat from behind. Oh, man. Get a little bit more health here. But not up to full, only 8. That's not enough. We're going to be screwed. Even if we make it to the castle, we're going to be screwed, I think. I'm just going to go. Ooh. I got past that part without taking damage. That's good. All right, now we have the eyeballs. This should be easy in theory. You generally watch videos about how they made music. It'd be really interesting to like see some videos on how they made some music for some of these classic Amiga games. Like, you know, a lot of these Amiga games, even the really good ones like this, they are amateurish. It feels like they're made by a really small team of dudes, but probably really talented as well. I mean, clearly really talented. Like, I mean, you can see how there's like a lot of effort went into this game, but yet there's rough patches as well. And then the soundtrack, I mean, it depends on the Amiga game, but there's so many Amiga games with like really cool music. And what were their inspirations anyway? What was inspiring Amiga composers? There's a whole different feel to like the soundtracks of Amiga games than console games at the time. Have to wait for the bombs to explode before you go forward. Problem. Oh, stupid bee. Oh! Might not even make it to the castle at this rate. No, come on, we can do it. We can do it. Oh, I took damage there too. Missile from behind! Oh no. I died! I couldn't make it to the castle. We were so close to the castle. They feel like they're made by 15-year-olds. I mean, some of them were actually made by 15-year-olds, but like, I mean, in the case of Amiga games like this, if they're 15-year-olds, they're incredibly talented. I don't think that this game was made by 15-year-olds. I just think it was made of a small team of like very enthusiastic dudes who were really talented. But, you know, the game feels like cobbled together. It's, you can see how it's just like they wanted to just make something that was like a rad kind of adventure game. You can see how the game has got like very basic primitive adventure elements, but it's not really fleshed out. But the fact that it's not fleshed out kind of ultimately is probably for the better, because it just becomes this very simple, straightforward, awesome adventure game. Like it's sort of its own sort of brand of adventure platforming game. Welcome. Well, let's try it again. Because we have time. I have time to do some attempts here. Shadow the Beast. Look how good this game is. Look how good this game looks. Hey, let's see what happens if you go past the tree. You can keep walking past this tree. You want to see what happens? Here's what happens. Oh, that's what happens. Cool. There's a bunch of places in the cave where you can make blind jumps and you fall into spikes and just die. There's a couple places where you can like drop down and live. There's these first set of caves, they're not actually that complicated. Like at first it feels like a maze, but it's actually pretty simple. The only problem is that there's several ways you can go where it's just kind of like insta-deaths. But generally you don't ever need to do a blind drop off of a cliff in any, like, I don't think anywhere in the game you need to do that, actually. So, I mean, like, the simplicity and amateurish nature of the game, like, is part of why this game is so good. You know, it's just sort of like there's a specific recipe that ended up creating this, like, it created its own genre of games that you mostly don't really exist on consoles or anywhere else. Look at the parallax scrolling in the bottom, too. Looks really good in this game. Ooh, a little bit better that time. Not that it really matters, because going to that first potion is pretty easy. This time I'm going to make it to the castle. This time I'm making it. Get to the castle. A lot of pan flutes. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Well, at least, well, you know what? I think that probably is because they're just copying this game. I think actually, trying to sound like this game, like the pan flute thing. Like the music in this game kind of has a very unique sound to it, as well. That also kind of stands apart from games and other systems, like similar games. Too bad the jump kick in this game is mostly useless. Yeah, it probably was a stock sound font. Oh, don't jump here. I forgot that those things come down. I'll keep walking. If you walk off the cliff to the left here, you just fall in spikes and die. So there's nothing over there, unfortunately. There is, when I'm taking my usual route through here, there is a couple of like little minor areas that I never go to. Maybe we can show them off. Let me see. There's like a longer route to get to this key here. If you go this way and then down to the right, I think Or no, I guess... Oh, it's over here. It's over here. I already missed it. There was an alternate route coming from this way. So there's, like, nothing really over here. There's not even any, like, unique enemies. But there's, like, this little route here. I never go to this because it's not really needed. It's quicker to go the other way. Although you could take this route to avoid a couple enemy encounters, but it's totally not needed. And this just goes back up to where the boss is. But that's about it. Like, it's not a very mazy game. It's the only thing that makes the exploration difficult in this game is the fact that it's so easy to die. But since this cave is pretty close to the beginning of the game, you have a bit more leeway to explore it. Here we have the classic Amiga water drops of death. If you, like, start walking back to the right here, different enemies spawn. But there's no reason to do that, though. There's a couple areas like that. Here you got the key. The whole point of coming into this cave is just to get the 2 keys. That's all. There's 2 keys. And you only need 2 because one of them you need to get back out. And then the second one is for getting in the castle. So the whole point of coming down here is just to get a key to get in the castle. Once you get in the castle, there's a little bit of exploration you have to do in there to, like, get, like, a wrench and a gun that you need. After that, the game is just linear for the rest of everything. So I guess Amiga, like Super Nintendo was kind of the same with the samples. Wasn't Super Nintendo like the first console to have this sort of like a sample-based sound system where you could technically kind of, well, it wasn't like the best quality samples, but you could have a wide variety of samples, and because of that, you could sometimes have games that sounded much more realistic with like the use of instruments than other games had been. That's why people consider the Super Nintendo sound to be so advanced. But at the same time, if the game used bad samples, it could also sound really bad. Like there's some really bad sounding Super Nintendo games. Whereas with Genesis, Genesis is all like synth, MIDI type of music, so it has a much more consistent sound. It's just that some people don't necessarily. The very like synthy, like overly harsh synth sounds of Genesis can be bad in their own kind of way, right? It's kind of like that. Like Genesis sound hardware is sort of similar to like earlier arcade hardware. And PC 98 and 88, they're using a similar kind of synth thing to Genesis, but for whatever reason, just usually those games, they used it much, much better. Whereas like Amiga, so Amiga is more like along the Super Nintendo sort of family. I mean, I'm not a sound expert, but I think they're more or less, Amiga is a little bit more like Super Nintendo, right? Being sample-based, but maybe the kinds of samples that they would use would tend to be along different lines. I don't know. Because, yeah, there's probably sample libraries that they used, so a lot of Super Nintendo games as well have a similar sort of sound because they're probably using like the same sound libraries. The same is probably true with Amiga, but it's like different sound libraries. So that's why you don't think of them as sounding the same, Super Nintendo and Amiga. It's just, but they could have probably. I think it's something like that. Super Nintendo has more channels. Pretty similar, right? Okay. I mean, Amiga games have a lot of really good music. There's a lot of really good music in Amiga games. Oh, shoot! I screwed up. It's okay. We'll be fine. We'll be totally fine. Oh, I took another... No, don't get... No, that's a little bit too sloppy. If I'm not careful, I might die in the caves. A bit too sloppy. A little too sloppy. We've got to put a stop to the sloppiness now. Sounds more grainy, you think so? Amiga sound? Well, one thing's for sure, you know what? Both Super Nintendo and Amiga, I feel like, are kind of known for having... Like, they become known for having really good music, both in their own way. They're sort of... Probably more so Super Nintendo, because, like, more people play Super Nintendo. But I think a lot of Amiga fans love Amiga music. I've grown to love Amiga music. I never had it growing up, but... Oh, I should have gone right there. I've grown to appreciate it quite a bit. Oh! Oh, no! Oh, no! See, now I'm in trouble. This is not good. That's good. Oh, oh, damn it. Son of, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's still possible to get through the rest of this stuff damageless. Okay, now I gotta do the rest of it. What is this? The skull. Oh, I gotta do the skull. I gotta do the skull part. Oh no, this. Oh no, that guy. Don't take damage to him. I gotta do the skull part. Only being able to take one extra hit. Shark Warp, what's up? I could do that. I could take only one damage here. Doable. Please, no. Oh no, the beat. Oh, I took my damage already. It's over. I screwed up. I played so much better the first time on this part. It's over. No, they came again. I thought, oh, you had to, I wasn't standing in the right spot. No, I messed up a perfectly good attempt. Perfectly good attempt was messed up. Couldn't get out of the cave. I died in the cave. Like a fool. We gotta get to the castle at least. This next attempt has gotta be good. It's gotta be good. This has gotta be a good one. To just at least get to the castle. You guys really need to see the castle. I'm gonna play serious now. It's time to get serious. I even took off my coat. I took off my coat because now I'm getting serious. It's different. It shows both the keys and the title screen. It's different now. It's different. Things are gonna be different. Things are gonna be very different. It's gonna be so different. Those are some good warm-ups. Now I'm ready. Maybe I'll just beat the whole game right now. I'm going to beat the whole game. That's it. We're just going to beat it. Alright, guys? We're going to beat it. I'm ready. This time I'm going to actually jump over the fireball that appears here. For a change. No, I'm not. Hoshi Love, you don't know that. I might beat it. I have the capability to beat it. I'll show you, Hashi Love. I'm going to show you. You're about to see my true form. Watch this. I jumped the fireball. How about that, Hashi Love? Are you impressed? I jumped the fireball. Wow. Look, I took no damage to those guys. Those bugs. I took no damage. Hashi Love, have you ever taken no damage from those bugs? I rest my case. Shark Warp, how far can you get in the Shadow of the Beast cave? That's it. You know what, guys? From now on, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to make a list of every chatter who appears here. And we're going to make a chart. We're going to make a chart that keeps track of how far everybody has gotten in Shadow of the Beast. And then we're going to put that next to your name. It's going to say how far you've gotten in Shadow of the Beast. So we can just be aware of at all times. Because that's all that matters in life. That does sound fun. I agree. That sounds pretty fun, doesn't it? Green dude. Oops, the green dude. Red Mages, that sounds like a slight exaggeration of the truth. Yes, because I didn't play. That's going to go next to your name, Hashi Love. That means you're going to be in the lowest class of chatter. You're going to be the did not plays. It's not too late, Hashi Love. You can at least graduate into the have plays. That puts you one rank above. Hashi Love, don't you want to get one rank above those lowest ranked people? The commoners, as we say. You could do it, Hashi Love. I believe in you. Gizmo 0%. Gizmo's a 0%er. Gizmo, it's time to rise above. Rise above the rabble. Titus has played this game. Titus, have you played this game? You've at least played this. Negative 100%? We can have a separate category for people who defiantly never will play this, even though they should be ashamed of their lack of interest in this classic video game. The Amstrad one. You know what? If you played another version, that counts. It still counts. It doesn't quite count for as much, but it still counts for something. At least he's played the Amstrad one. Oh, I got a little bit too close there, but it's fine. At least somebody here's played something to do with Shadow of the Beast. Well, listen, guys. If I were in the chat right now, I've beaten it. And I will beat it again. That means I'm special. So as long as we all acknowledge that I'm special, then it's fine. It's not too late, guys. You could be special too. It's not too late for you guys. Don't give up. 2 and 3. Yeah, 2 and 3 is like, that's a whole different deal. 2 and 3 are also awesome, but 2 is incredibly hard, and 3 is like... I mean, 3 is pretty cool. Like, if you played Shadow of the Beast 3, that's cool as well. It's more of a puzzle game than Shadow of the Beast 1 and 2. It's got nice graphics. It almost feels like it belongs to a different genre, you know? But it's a cool game. I don't like Shadow of the Beast 3 quite as much as 1 and 2, but it's cool. Alright, now that was much less sloppy. So that's good. So full health. It's more like it. Alright, let's get a little bit serious here, alright? We're gonna have a good attempt here. It's not gonna be spoiled by me being an idiot. It's not. You know what's funny? Like, why did they choose to have, there's like an EK meter or whatever, like a heart monitor thing next to your health? That kind of doesn't really fit with this game, does it? Maybe they just had that as a stock graphic. There's my chance. Okay, sit right here. Okay, good. Much better, much better. I did this part so sloppy last time. Dude, I only took 1 damage for that whole snake part. That's pretty good, I think. I did that part, like, better than I needed to do it. Did not even need to do that so good. I've had plenty of leeway. I should just run straight through the next part. I have so much health. Actually, this is what I'm gonna do. There's no need to even, like, wait for a second here. Alright, we get loading there in that spot. That's the full health. There's the little slinkies. Slime slinky. We got 2 unique slime slinkies here. One that doesn't jump and one that does jump. Those are the 2 kinds of slime slinkies. Now this next part, it's like really difficult to avoid damage here. Oh! Didn't quite pull it off. Taking 2 damage there is kind of par for the course. But it should be doable to take only 1 damage, which would have been better, but that's okay. That's all right. Hopefully we'll do better on the boss this time. You have to go up here to get this power punch potion. If you don't get this, I think you can't do damage to the boss. And then like little red circle on your punch. Too bad that doesn't actually do anything for the rest of the level. I mean, your punch still has the same normal power to it, as far as normal enemies are concerned. It'd be nice if you got more range or something. Gotta be careful with these things, because the little circle... Oh! I took a damage there, whoops. The little circle that appears has a wider hitbox where it can damage you. Alright, the snakes. Took no damage from the snakes. All right, now we inch forward here. Keep inching forward as wait for the spike to go fully back before we position ourselves, wait for the fire, and then get into the right position. And mash really fast, and you should die. Oh, okay. And we have 4 health left. I did worse. Wait, dude, how did I do worse than last time? 4? How did that happen? How did I take so... I took that much damage from the boss. Usually you shouldn't take that. I took 6 damage from the boss? Damn. I don't even know what I did wrong there. That sucks. Because last time I beat that guy with 5, but I got to him with 1 less as well. I got to him with 9 and I ended up with 5. This time I got to him with 10 and I ended up with 4? Maybe I wasn't mashing fast enough. Okay, now once again we got to play this very carefully. More carefully than I did last time. Don't take damage from that guy. Don't take damage from any of these things, no matter what. Okay, now here's going to be health. And we're not going to get to full. It'd be nice if we could get to full. We need to stop taking damage. But unfortunately here it's very easy to take damage. I need a wider gap. Okay, that should do. Okay, that was good. That went well. Ooh, that went well too. Come on, spear, don't damage me. Oh, that part went perfectly. That's how that's supposed to go. Look at that. No damage from that part. Requires a bit of good RNG to get no damage there. That's good. Very good. Alright, now the yellow things, the yellow giant fangs that come up from the ground. Shouldn't be too hard to not take damage here. Just to be a bit cautious. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I was in bad position. Oh, the rock hit me as well. Oh, the bat from behind. Oh, I took 3 damage there at the end. I couldn't quite get back up to full. Almost. I'm at 11. I almost got back up to full, but I took it. Ah, well. But still, this is not bad. Oh, that spear. Don't hit me again. Oh, the last one hit me there. Oh, I inched forward when I shouldn't have. Oh, dude, I got tagged by an eyeball. Now I'm down to 8 already. That's not too good. Start playing better. We've got to do good on these rockets here, the rocket things. Is this where the rockets are? Better start doing a lot better. No more mistakes. Oh, that guy. Oh. 7. Just don't get hit by the next one. Is the rockets past here? The beat! Oh, the hands are coming up already. I can't afford to slow down. No, I took a hit there too. No. 5. Oh, the rocket! Is there going to be a high one next or a low one? You can jump the low one, I think. Oh, I don't remember exactly how you handle that. No! 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 if I inch forward, I know there's a rocket coming up you need to duck under. If I inch forward, I can just barely make it. Oh, there's gonna... You have to duck. You have to duck here. And then what? Almost there, right? But... the problem is there a health? There's not a health refill at the beginning of the castle, so I'm still doomed. I'm gonna make it. I might make it, but... oh, maybe there's health here? Wait, no, you can't break this. There's not health there. Okay, so that's it. I made it to the castle. I don't think there's any other enemies. But before you go in there, you have to make sure you get the torch. Otherwise, I forget what happens. If you go inside without the torch, I think you just die. Like, it says that it's dark and you... I don't remember. Maybe it just sends you back out. I think you might die. Well, at least I made it to this stupid castle, but I don't think there's any health at the beginning of this stupid castle. I think I'm dead. You've got to make it here with a lot more health. But I accomplished my goal. I got to the castle. I made it to the castle. Guys, you just saw somebody get to the castle. How about that? Look, I'm in the castle now. I'm in the castle. Let's just enjoy the castle atmosphere for a second before we die. Look, I'm in the castle. Have you guys been to the castle? No, you haven't. So let's see. You start by going up. Was it to the left or to the right? You start by going up this ladder here. You can go left, you can go right, and you can go up from the beginning. But you need to do a certain order to collect the items in the right order. Now up here is a bunch of... it's an enemy gauntlet that will destroy me. I'll die. With this amount of health, I'll die. It's possible to do it without... no, I'm trying... wait. I don't remember where you get the next health. But I'm gonna die here. For sure. It's hopeless. I'm going to definitely come back to this game and finish it next month on Replay May. And I'm going to be fully practiced. I'm going to be ready. On Replay May, I'm going to come back and I'm going to finish this. But for right now, I got to the castle. Red Mages. You don't understand. You don't know what's up this ladder, Red Mages. You don't know. Up this ladder is death. You see this ladder? Up here is death. It's death. Let's just take a look at what's to the left of here. To the left, there's like spiders. You want to see what's to the left? There's spiders. I think we can look safely. See the spiders? You see that? That's also death, but we don't need to go... we have to go up here first. And then to the right, there's a bunch of enemies that spawn. I don't want to go that way. Too bad they don't give you health here. If only they did. Let me see. Let me just try to remember. There's like dudes that drop bombs. And there's like dudes I have to punch, I think. Can't remember if anything comes from behind. Let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, these things. Oh yeah, okay. I'm just gonna inch forward. Okay, maybe you can just go back. You can entirely back up out of range of that thing. If you do that though, it just respawns. Oh! No, it's better to jump over the lightning, I think. I think you want to jump over the lightning there. Red Mages, I died. I'm sorry. I tried. You need more health there. This, like, man, it's such a tough part. The second part of the plains is such a rough part. Like, it's so important to play good. You get to the castle, but it's like, man, like you just desperately want health, but you don't get it. You've got to get through some more horrible bullshit before you can get to more health. And I don't even think you get a full health. If you get far enough in that, like if you get past like a couple floors there, the game starts giving you health. And I think you can get back up to full. But, oh, you got to be so... you really got to have that part down. You really have to have that part down. Maybe I could do one more. I have time. I'll do one more. You know what? I'll do one more attempt. Red Mages. Just for you, Red Mages, I'm going to do one more attempt, okay? And this one's going to be even better. Watch this. I'm going to get there with more health, and we're going to be totally good. Maybe I'll even do part of the castle. To be honest, I'm less practiced on the castle. I'm more rusty. I haven't had a chance to really practice it that much. I almost did the first part perfectly. Red Mages, I try. I try to beat games. It's hard. Games are hard, Red Mages. Games are hard. Let me put on my Hood of Despair. It might give me +2 Constitution and +2 Fortitude that I need. All right, Red Mages, hold on a second. I just got to put this hood on. I need the stats from this hood. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to talk like this. All right, everyone. Now let's take a dark journey. A dark journey into despair. Oh. This is the shadow of the beast. This is no ordinary journey. We are now embarking upon an adventure. A great adventure into the darkness of death. There is no hope for us. There is only despair. Only despair awaits. In the shadow of the beast. Are you mentally prepared for pure torment and horror? Let's take the alternate route. To the right of there is the boss. This is an alternate route you can take to get to the key. It's longer. It doesn't really, you save a couple of, you save like one enemy encounter, but you're just better off going the other way because it's shorter. And there's a full health coming up soon anyway. The Lonely Journey, Metal Machine, a machine made of metal. Is he capable of getting out of the shadow of the beast? No, it's not that easy. Metal Machine. Even metal machines can rust. A place of pure terror. The caves we now find ourselves in. The caves. You can feel the sadness. I call them the Caves of Sadness. Metal Machine has never played this game. Now that is the definition of sadness. Metal Machine someday will play this game. Someday he will. Someday he will. And that will be a day that will live in infamy. Red Mages too. Someday. Oh, you've played it, Metal Machine? At least you've played it. These other people in the chat never even played this game. At least you've played it, Metal Machine. You're a little bit cool. How far did you get, Metal Machine? Did you get to this first boss? Up here? Did you get to this guy? It's not too... He's pretty easy to get to. You could do that. Then you just shoot him with your Ryu fireballs. The Dokens. And so we encounter a vision of despair and evil. The boss. It is the boss. Our small little beast. Diminutive. Dwarfed by this giant monstrosity. But it dies. It dies. Now, reaching this second boss, quite a bit harder than reaching the first boss, and perhaps Metal Machine, you haven't done that. Perhaps you haven't done that. That is okay. That is alright. Someday, Metal Machine, you will. You will reach that second boss. You'll emerge from the caves. A changed human being. You will be changed forever. You'll no longer be a metal machine. You'll be a machine made of platinum and gold. And red mages will become platinum mages in party hats. Imagine that. A little bit sloppy with the health here. Health is not an ideal state, so we now need to definitely play good for the next part, just to be safe. Just to be safe, good play is going to be required now. Sloppy play is going to be a very big problem. 30 years, Metal Machine, it sounds like it's time. It's time for a replay May for Metal Machine. It's a tech demo as a game. Well, I mean, yeah, it does sort of feel tech demo-y in the sense that it's like very basic and you can sort of feel how it's like, it does sort of have this cobbled together out of assets feel to it. But yet, that's also kind of what makes it so good too, at the same time. And like people who can feel that get it. Like it's just such a unique journey in this game. I've got to be careful here. I've got to be careful and slow. The health is needed. It's important to hold on to it. Yeah, it is kind of like a weird art movie or something of a game. But you know what? If this game is a tech demo, let's just chalk it up as one of the best tech demos ever made. It really does show the power of Amiga. More than just like graphics and music, like the power to like make really cool, unique games. Well, that was good. That was good. All right, well handled. Patient there. Alright, I have enough health I could probably just dash through this net. Oh! That guy. I'll try to do it normal though, just for the sake of practice. I'll try to actually do this damageless. Punching the skulls is pretty fun. Fun to punch skulls. Alright, so... Whoops. I probably shouldn't be jump kicking those guys. I think just standing punch is better, actually. Alright, those guys don't respawn because I'm standing just close enough that I'm out of their spawn range. You want to try to inch forward here so that bee doesn't keep respawning. Yeah, I only took 1 damage in that part. So if I had got there with low health, it would have been still fine. But not too difficult to reach that full health. Now this is the point at which we need to really shape up now. Every health counts starting now. We really want to not be losing any health here. But this part is very hard to not take damage in. We'll probably lose at least 1. If we can keep it down to 1... Nope, we're going to take 2, at least. I took 3. Okay, that was very, very bad. Unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Can't be helped now. It went about as bad as it could go. What a shame. Oh, we can't afford to make any more mistakes now. Now we're up against the wall. We're going to be in tough shape for the plane section, unless we start playing really good from here on out. Oh, to just take 3 damage from that stupid part with the wasps that drop bombs. It's not that hard to only take 1 damage there, you know? Or at least 2. It should be limited to 2 at the worst. But 3? Hope I don't take a hit here. Okay. Oh, I took a hit from that guy. That's very bad. I need to definitely not take a hit here. I took a hit. Only 7 going into this. Oh, that's bad. We're in bad shape. It's not looking good. I think my positioning's... Oh, I guess it's okay. What? Okay. Maybe I wasn't punching fast. I only took 3 damage that time, so, like, I went from 7 to 4. That one time I went from, like, what, like 10 to 4? You see, and that time I went from 7 to 4. So that one time I got there with 10, I should have been at 7. 6 is the magic number. If you have 6, you can get back up to 12. If you're above 6, you're bound to have a surplus of health. But 4 is just not good enough. Now we need to play very good in this next part and really, really avoid damage. But it's not looking too good now. Why are there thrusters there? That's the thruster part of that's the there's like machine, it's a cave, but there's like weird machine things going on. You know what? You know why? They're metal machines. That's why they're metal machines. Okay. I'm gonna do this next part perfectly. No, I took a damage already! Okay, let's really seriously focus. At least the music is good. Please, good RNG. Don't stab me from underneath. It did. Can't be helped. And it took a damage there as well. This time we got the bad RNG. That's pretty bad. Now we can't even get back up to 12 in the next health part. That's very bad. But with very good play, we could still be okay. With very good play, we still have the chance to be okay. We need to stop taking damage right now. Oh! I forgot about that. Okay, just take it slow, I guess. I may as well reset. No. It's over. It's over. That was unacceptable. It's over now. Even if I play good, there's little chance of anything good happening. Bad RNG with the spear, too. Sigh. Oh, that counted as a damage. Damn it. Oh, the damage there as well. No, I just can't seem to stop myself from taking damage. It's all falling apart. We gotta practice this part. I gotta practice this part more. The planes, it's just unacceptable. It's unacceptable. I'm not even gonna get to the castle at this rate. I'll do a practice run of the planes of just trying. I'm just gonna practice the planes. You can start by running to the right, and you can practice the planes up into the castle. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. I mean, I know I clearly need to derust that part a lot more, because that was pretty bad. That was like unacceptably bad. Even Red Mages feels like, yeah, it was disgraceful. Like, I feel disgraced by my play. It's time for some more of a thing that we call practice. This is going to be some good practice content for the stream. Well, but I'll be showing off a thing you can do in the game. You know, the part of the game where it really gets tough is the castle. Like, the castle is probably the toughest part of the game. The castle's, like, full of just fucked up enemy patterns. It's really difficult. And you can't... The thing that sucks about the castle is there's no way to easily practice it without save states. So that's the part of the game where probably most people, even people who, like, were enthusiastic about this game and really, like, tried hard to beat it, probably most people got stuck there. Getting through the castles, so, like... Yeah, if you can't practice that with save states, you just never learn it. You'll never learn that castle. Just never gonna learn that. Or like watch a video somebody play through it, learn some techniques or something. You can't skip at Metal Machine. We can't get in the castle without a key. It's locked. That's why you have to go into the underground first. But you can do the planes just to practice them. You can at least practice this part, so that you can, like, it'll help you getting there, like, later on. The important thing is to get to the castle with help. That's why you need to be very practiced at this part. It's very... it's not just getting through... Like, you've got to get through this part. You've got to get this part down, like, really good. So that you can, like... So that you can normally get there with health. So, I should probably spend a few hours just practicing these planes. I need to really get them down. Good damage there. This is going better. I mean, I started with 12 health, of course, which you normally wouldn't, but it's not like it shouldn't be that hard to get to that spot with 6 or more, and then you can do it with 12. But like on the whole, this is going better than my real attempts. Of course, you know, the fake attempt has got to go a lot better than the real attempts. I'm bitter. See, and look at that. I'm doing all these parts like so much better now. Ridiculous. Ah, I even dodged that low rocket. Oh, I took a hit there though. Look how much better I'm doing. Oh my god. It's ridiculous. I got to the castle. Oh, well, I forgot about that guy. I got to the castle with 8 health. Ah, man, if only I could have got here with 8 health before. Look at that. Look how much better I did. Ridiculous. Alright, let's try to go in the castle. Oh. Behind the heavy oak door, a dank path. Oh, wait a second. Can you go in? Do you not need the key until the end of the castle? Do you not? Is it the end of the castle you need the key for, not the beginning? I didn't bring the torch, though. Oh, wait a second. Oh, that's what happens if you don't bring the torch. It's like that. You can go in the castle without the torch. It's just like this. Look. Should we play through without the torch? Well, let's leave. Okay, all right. You actually, so you can practice it. I forgot. I totally forgot. Huh. It must be the door after the boss that you need the key for. So you can practice the whole castle ahead of time. Let's do that then. Try looking for a torch. It's got a little, the loading screen's got a unique piece of text if you go in without the torch. And then come back out, it's like, maybe if you look for a torch. So like the puzzle solving elements of the game are they're so light. They're so light-handed. They're so casual. It's just like you go in without even if you don't even bother to look over here and just go in without the torch. And when you come back out, it's like, maybe you should try looking for a torch. And you just walk to the right. It's just right there. You just jump into it and grab it automatically. It's such benign, simple puzzles in the game compared to Shadow of the Beast 2. Of course, you can go all the way through this castle without the key and get completely stuck. Essentially soft-locked, but that's not really... Considering the difficulty of the areas, you're probably very likely to go with the left at the start anyway. So it's not too hard to figure out. And even going through, like if you waste your time trying to go to the right first and get through this castle, and you actually make it to the end where there's the door without the key and you can't unlock that door, and you're soft locked in that run, well, so what if you're soft locked? It doesn't matter. Because you've gained so much, you've gained the full knowledge of how to finish this castle. That's priceless. And the caves are relatively easier to learn. Let's see what we can do with 8 health. Because I'm still rusty at this shit. Not like that. Okay. Ah, there we go. That's how you dodge it. That's how you dodge it. Okay. Like back up a little bit and wait and then jump. Look, yeah, it's not too hard. Oh, you gotta duck that one. I forgot. Some bouncing skulls are hitting me. Oh, I took I took a lot of damage there. Okay, I took 2 damage there, and I remember there's an unavoidable damage here. We have to take a damage going up. That red slime, impossible to avoid that, so. Is there health soon? Oh, I'm dead here, I think. All right, good warm up, good practice. See, I mean, we got to the castle with 8 health, but I still got destroyed. I gotta practice that castle. The next time I come back to this game, I'm going to be fully prepared. I'm going to be fully prepared. I'm going to show you guys the full run. I promise. But this was just... This was just a for fun... This was just a for fun derusting attempt of the game. It was just for fun. I'm not ready for the full run yet. Yeah, it was just a teaser. The game is awesome. You need to fully prepare yourself before you can play through it. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's an amazing game. I love it. You know what? You know what? It's time for a rating change. It's time to change history. It's time for a rating change. This game should be a 9 out of 10. Not an 8. It should be a 9. It's that good. Like, it's a game... It does not matter how obtuse it is, how the loading time, you know, hitbox issues or whatever. None of that matters because this is a game I want to keep coming back to over and over and over again. It is it's definitely a 9 out of 10. The rating has got to go up. Ooh. Wait. Oh, it was originally 8 and an 8, and I changed it to 8 and a 9. Now it's going to be a 9. All right, a second rating change. And that means it's going to go on my list of the best games as well. Yeah, it's got to go on here. It has to. It's so good. It's so good. Shadow of the Beast. Now, let me just decide where to put it on my game list here. What the heck? Why is Diablo... Here, why is that wrong? 9. I just forgot to put the right number in. So let's see. Kingdom. Let me just decide. How much do I love Shadow of the Beast? Do I love it more than Diablo 1? Actually, Diablo 1 might be a good companion game. Like, it could be right next to Diablo 1. StarCraft, original NES Metroid, Alundra, Death Stranding. I don't know if Death Stranding... Well, you know, whatever. It's fine. Just leave it there. Legend of Zelda. I bet if I play through it again, I might lower this, but... Playing through it the first time and, like, fully enjoying all of the multiplayer things about it was a lot of fun. Legend of... Breath of the Wild, I remember... I lowered this a little bit. This game was lowered a bit. Maybe it's still a bit high, but it feels like it's still a bit high to me. The time may be coming where I need to go through and like reposition all these games again. Might need to update this list more. Make some changes. Could be a time of changes coming soon. Yeah, you know, I think actually right around where Diablo 1 is a good place for it. I'll put it slightly higher. I'll put it right below Mario Odyssey, Metroid, Alundra. I'll put it right... No, maybe even actually above Metroid. Right below Alundra. Maybe right here. Maybe right here. I'm going to put it right here. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That means the top 200 games have changed. Shadow of the Beast finally makes its way onto the top 200 list where it deserves to be. Pushing off the list, what game does it push off the top 200? Pushing off Mario Kart Wii. Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, Mario Kart Wii, but that had to happen. Mario Kart Wii is sacrificed at the altar of Shadow of the Beast. I feel good about that. I will come back to this game in Replay May. Replay May coming soon. Look forward to it, guys. Yeah, I know they are. All right, guys. Well, everyone is... I hope you all enjoyed the Atmospheric Darkness stream. I might come back and stream more. Well, I probably won't come back tonight. I think I've got other stuff going on, but perhaps tomorrow I will come back for day 1 of Replay May. Check the plan sheet if you want to see what games I plan to do replays of. It's all going to be games I've streamed before, and I just want to go back and stream again. So that's what'll be going on. So look forward to that, if that sounds good. Amiga May. There will be Amiga games, but there will be NES, Super NES. There'll be many systems. There'll be many systems. So look forward to that. Let's see. This might be a good time to raid my cousin, who is streaming Second Densetsu 3. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Take it easy.